Hello and welcome to my Monday Mindset Minute. Sabina here, and today's topic is how to deal with disappointment. We all have been disappointed at one point or another, right? Well, that's part of life. But the question is how to deal with it. Well, first of all, there are different reasons why we are disappointed. It could be that you set expectation on another person that they cannot meet. And that is very challenging because only they can do something, change something. You can't change another person, right? So if you put very high expectation on a person and they're not following through or coming through with that, you're disappointed. But that's really not their fault, right? And then there are other circumstances that you may be disappointed because the way of someone is reacting to you or interacting or communicating with you. And that can be hard. And then there are other situations where there's just the circumstances that you cannot do anything about it. For example, I am about to travel to Europe. And of course, right now at this time, it is very challenging with the pandemic going on. But I took precautions to protect myself and also to protect others. And so for me, I want to go because I want to see my family and my friends. And there are some family members, it might be the last time that I'm going to see them. That was the reason for me to book this trip. I got a phone call not too long ago from one of my family members who told me that they don't think that it would be a good idea if I would stay with them. And I totally get it. People, are scared and everybody has a different take on it. So here was my choice that I had to make. Am I going to be disappointed not to see my family? Or am I taking it as it is what it is and I will make the best out of it? I chose the second one because there's nothing I can do about it. So instead of being mad or sad or blaming anybody, I chose to respond this way. I said, it's okay. I totally understand. I'm coming from a different country. I'm sitting in an airplane. And if somebody is scared about this situation, totally get it. Said, no worries. I can stay with somebody else. And in addition, now that I have more time, I could actually see more of the sites that I wanted to see. So I wasn't disappointed about it. And I know I will see them one way or another, even if it's from a distance and we're waving. But that's okay. That's how I dealt with it. First of all, assess the situation. But I also understand that sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging. For example, I had a person close to me that I gave a gift to the best of my ability to pick out the right gift for that person. Now, a few days later, that person gave me back that gift, said, I don't want it. This is not good enough. You should have known me better. I mean, all the things she said to me, and she was very close, was very disappointing. And to tell you the truth, I had to deal with this disappointment for a long time. It always came back up again until I made the decision and discernment. I knew that it was not me. I knew it was the other person. I knew that this person is very hurt, is very in a very mental challenged situation. And I knew I couldn't do anything about it because that person chooses their world, chooses the way they interact and communicate with others, and how they choose to live their life. And I had to accept that. So here's the thing, don't take it personal. And I did. Of course, it was very personal to me because it was a very close family member. But I learned from the situation. And since that time, I made the decision to never ever let somebody else's problem become my problem. I had to let it go. And if we sometimes are in a situation that someone hurts us without really our fault, we have to assess the situation as well and say, was it really my fault? Did I do the best that I could? And then you have to let it go. And I know that is the hardest one because it took me a long time. I just had to let it go. And I had to let the other person go and let the other person live their life how they want to live it. And once I made that decision, it was like heavy weights have been lifted from my shoulders. So this is my take and my experience on how to deal with disappointment. I hope this was helpful to you, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, there's a little bell and click all, and then you won't miss another episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week, same time.